Welcome everyone to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Chris. What's up, Chris?
What's up, guys? Kind of a late one, but it should be a good one.
Yeah, so what's going on with Tom Holland? Because his contract is up, right? As Spider-Man, which they're probably going to re-sign him, I would think, right?
I would
And
imagine so.
but he's talking a lot. Like, remember how Tobey Maguire made a mistake and he wanted more money? Then they weren't going to have him as Spider-Man at all. Then he's lucky he got Spider-Man 2. And then Spider-Man 3. But like, then Andrew Garfield started talking, running his mouth, and he started getting in trouble. Remember? And then he wound up getting fired. So like now, Tom Holland, he did Uncharted, right? Then he makes it like he didn't put his best effort into it, like he did it all wrong, which no movie company wants to hear that because then people are going to think the movie's going to suck.
Right.
And he ruined that. And then now he's talking about, he made a statement today, if he's playing Spider-Man at age 30, he did something wrong. Now, isn't that like a slap in the face to like Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire, like saying some shit like that? I mean, he's kind of saying a lot of different things. Like he thinks he knows as an actor where he needs to be and what he needs to do, but he's talking way too much. I think he's going to cause himself to lose some roles. What do you think?
It's a very weird thing to say, especially right before, like, we're less than a month away from No Way Home coming out. And I feel like a lot of the times recently with these Marvel films that the actors come out and they say things that you just kind of go, like, why would you say that? Like we had the thing with Brie Larson right before Captain Marvel came out, which in my opinion affected how that movie did and the reception of that movie.
It would have did better, I would have thought.
Yeah. Then you have, Simu Lee saying some things before Shang-Chi, which, didn't really affect that as much as I think Captain Marvel was affected. And now you have Tom Holland.
In China though, they didn't release it in China though.
Well, China was upset with him even before. Like, he didn't even have to open his mouth, to be honest. Right. But and now we have, Tom Holland saying this right before No Way Home. And it's just like, I think they really, like Disney and Marvel, they really need to kind of clamp down on their public relations and what these people are saying, I mean, they need to tell them, like, if you're going to make some kind of inflammatory statement, hold it until after the movie comes out.
Right.
So that it doesn't affect the movie, and then, it'll be gone, but, no one will remember what you said by the time the sequel comes out. Yeah. So, I don't know. Like Tom saying that, if he's playing Spider-Man when he's 30, I mean, look, if you want to be, I don't know why he made that statement, but if you think that you're becoming too big for your bridges or anything, it's gonna come back to bite you in the ass. Like, you don't know what your career is gonna look like when you're 30. You know what I'm saying? You might be lucky to be Spider-Man when you're 30.
You might have no roles, and that's the only thing you're gonna get.
Right. And let's call a spade here. Playing Spider-Man is not a bad gig.
No.
It's not like you're playing some like doofus character or something. You're playing Spider-Man. He's one of the biggest, most iconic roles, characters, whatever you want to say, ever. Like, You'd be hard pressed to find somebody in 1,000 square miles who doesn't know who Spider-Man is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I mean, I don't know. It's very strange that he's saying that, and it's like, are we gonna have to go to Spider-Man number 4 now? Like, what's gonna happen? Like, how many times are we gonna recast this role?
It's not easy too, because the MCU is solid. So how could, if you redo Spider-Man, it won't be in the MCU then, because it would be like another universe, I guess.
I'm telling you right now too. And again, I know that this is going to be kind of controversial to say, but I guarantee you that if it comes to the point where we're casting Spider-Man number 4, they ain't going to be casting for Peter Parker. I can tell you that right now.
Oh, you mean he's going to definitely do it?
No. They're going to cast for Miles Morales.
Oh, yeah.
That's true. You think you're going to get 4th Peter Parker? No way.
But he mentioned that too, though. It's like almost like he's giving up his gig. He's like, I'll do Miles Morales. Like, dude, you'll be out of a job. And like, Uncharted won't get sequels because they already pissed you off. You pissed them off. So what kind of movies do you think you can do? Because in this society, the movies that are not part of like big franchises are very thin. Like I don't really know what he thinks he's going to play or do. That like all these actors, even these older actors, are latching on to these franchises. Like I want to be in the MCU. Bill Murray is in Ant-Man 3, right?
Right.
Like they're all wanting to come aboard. Everybody. They want that security check that they know. Like Angelina Jolie is set, right? I mean, she's already set before this, but she don't have to do any other roles. She could just be an internal whatever. Like she could just do movies, right? So, like everybody wants in. So why do you want out?
I don't know if it's a thing where he's like, I don't want to believe that he thinks he's becoming too good for this, but no matter how big the MCU gets and no matter how popular superhero movies become, there's always going to be that stigma, whether it's subtle or not, that, it's a superhero movie. That's the low.
Yeah, well, you see them saying shit now, like other people like Ridley Scott said something, right?
And it's like, why don't you take your head out of your ass?
Yeah.
And just accept that, like, this is, like, people find this stuff entertaining. I never, like, that whole highbrow, lowbrow thing. You could make a movie about, like, Shakespeare and, like, World War II and the human experience, and it could blow. It could just tank because it's a bad movie. So I hate when people and actors and producers and directors go, we're not going to make those superhero sci-fi movies. Like, get your head out of your ass.
And that's why the movie companies go bust. Especially these streaming services. How many streaming services are going bust now? Because they're trying to pick and choose, right?
Right. That's why I have a pretty good amount of respect for Kevin Feige. I don't agree with everything that he says, but I respect him because he looks at those people and he goes, yeah, okay, cool.
Right. I mean, he does screw up big time sometimes, but with some of the shit he says, but
yeah.
But anyway, so Tom Holland, I mean, this is that's another thing, and spoilers, guys, because if you didn't see the trailers, so don't watch this right now. So I'm going to talk about Spider-Man Far From Home, second trailer, but why didn't they put Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire in the trailer? Like, if we know they're going to be in it, like, why? What was that?
I don't know if you've been keeping up with the rumors, but
I've been keeping up the fact that Marvel does not want them in the trailer, and Sony does, right?
It's not Marvel. It's Kevin Feige, apparently, doesn't want them. Like, directly him is like, do not put them in the trailers.
Why? We know they're there. Like, why?
He wants it to be like a huge movie theater experience. He doesn't want anybody.
Because not everybody follows the news, so he wants them to be like shocked, like a Darth Vader, "I am your father" moment type of shit.
Yeah, he wants this to be like a big, like, oh shit, you can only see this in the theaters, like you have to experience this kind of.
Because they're trying to get people back in the seats.
Yeah, which again, I get that. I'm not upset that they weren't in the trailer. If you want to go into that, I know not everybody agrees with my take on the trailer. But if we want to get into that, I'd be more than happy to.
Yeah, let's get into it.
All right. I wasn't a big fan of this trailer.
Right.
Now, I'm not saying that the movie is going to be bad at all. I think the movie is going to be great.
Right.
I loved the first trailer. The first trailer got me hyped up like you wouldn't believe.
Right.
But I got to say, though, this trailer, to me, felt like somebody jiggling keys in front of my face and going, look how shiny it is.
Yeah, I liked it. Here's the thing. I liked the first trailer better. Mm-hmm. And I this trailer was kind of empty to me.
Thank you.
Like,
that's
it was
the best way to put
something.
It
was missing something. Like, here's the thing. We know you fucked up the spell. You repeated that shit. We know that, they're in it. Okay. Like, and you're going up, but like something massive is missing. Like maybe what's missing? It's something. It just seems like we're just going with it. Like
I can tell you
this is what they want. Throw them all in. There's no plot. Here's the thing. I was hearing stuff that they were writing shit every day that it was so fucked up. I heard that the script was fucked up and Tom Holland was not happy and they had to get people in there emergency to fucking change the script. I don't know what happened.
That's what's happening with Doctor Strange too right now.
Right. So I don't know what the fuck happened. Maybe Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire had more screen time or whatever, but he was not happy. So, and he's the star, so maybe he was acting out. But this trailer was just like giving us stuff we already knew with like 1%. Like, it just felt like a half and half. It didn't feel like, it doesn't make sense. Like, he's Doctor Strange's source of premium. Like, he fuck up that easily, even with Peter Parker talking. And then he's like, the Statue of Liberty. Like, what the fuck is this now? With the Statue of Liberty having the Captain America shield.
Yes.
And again, we're doing the Statue of Liberty like we did with X-Men, like we did with other okay, here we go with the Statue of Liberty again. And now she's falling just like Mary Jane was falling, just like Gwen was falling. Now MJ is falling again, but a new version of MJ. And oh my God, Andrew Garfield's going to be the one to catch her. Like, that's his moment, they think, what's going to happen. Which,
right.
And of course, we see the trailer, and Doc Ock now, good guy again, right? Like, goes back to, and then Peter Parker learns that every villain died. But that doesn't make any sense because a spell to erase people's memory of how could a spell, right? Like, you can't even do that with the fucking Infinity Stones, right? Like, really, I mean, with the Infinity Stones, you would need to bring people back to life or kill half the universe. But a spell brings every single villain back to life.
Well, here's my
over the multiverse. Like, why would his spell in our universe affect universe fucking 57, 58, and 59? Like, I don't.
Well, here's my thing with that though. Spider-Man didn't kill half of those people.
Right.
Doc Ock died because he sacrificed himself to drown the sun machine that he made to save the city.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
The Lizard didn't die. The Lizard was sent to prison. Sandman didn't die. He left at the end of Spider-Man 3.
That's what I thought. Right.
Right. So the only people that Spider-Man killed, sort of, were the Green Goblin and Electro.
Well, we don't even know if Electro. Wait. We don't know what Electro did because he's electricity. So
they said he was dead in the script. They said that he died. They said that he dissipated. But that's my thing. Like, Doctor Strange in the trailer is like, they all died at the hands of Spider-Man. I was like, no, they didn't.
Right. And how would he fuck and see, that's what gets me. It's like they want to have the multiverse in the MCU, the whole concept, right? But they have no idea, right? Because they didn't create any rules. They have no idea how the multiverse works. So they had these fucking meetings and they're like, oh, we want to do this and we want to do that. But it makes no sense through the laws of the universe. Like, they established in the comics that you can't just take the Infinity Gauntlet and go into different universes and destroy universes.
Yeah.
Because only the Infinity Gauntlet of that universe would work. So you can't just cast a spell in the MCU and then affect 20 universes. Like, Doctor Strange isn't that powerful to do that, right? So how is it that somebody could cast a spell in another universe and affect the MCU? Like,
the only thing I can think of is that the spell gets cast at the same time that Sophie kills Immortus.
Whoever it is.
Sylvie. I'm sorry, not Sophie.
Sylvie kills the one who remains, or whatever.
And the spell permeates through the multiverse because at that exact moment the multiverse is breaking.
So
that's the only thing that makes sense.
So let me get this straight. The exact moment that, I mean, did they establish it's Immortus, or is it the one who remains?
They keep saying I've heard it was meant to be Immortus, like a version.
Okay, so let's just say it's Immortus, right? Did the thing with Wanda happen at the exact same time as the thing with Immortus?
That was a fan theory, I think, that blew up, and people just took that as gospel. I don't think anybody at Marvel ever was like, yeah, that's what happened.
Right. Like, she wasn't the one that caused the whole everything to change.
No. Yeah.
Right. And they're not going by that theory. They're not going with it, right? They're not back.
I don't believe so. The only thing I can think of, like, let's say that held
Why
true.
did they change the end of WandaVision? Like somebody was traveling to her. What was that about?
I don't know.
Like, was that supposed to be Doctor Strange?
I mean, it should have been. He was supposed to be there, but then,
Right.
we all know what happened.
All right, but anyway, and Wanda's not in this, right? Obviously.
Well, I don't think she's in the movie, but I have a funny feeling she's going to be in an after credit scene.
Oh, maybe
I would
she has
imagine.
something. Right. Well.
But anyway, like going back to the trailer though, the main thing that bothered me, and this is kind of why I said what I said, and kind of triggered everybody. Well, I knew that was going to happen, but that wasn't why I said it. But basically, for those who don't know, I put on Facebook okay, who cares? Like this Travis, I was being inflammatory on purpose.
Oh, I saw you're like, you're not Peter Parker, and you're like, absolutely.
Yeah. My thing is like, again, it felt like this trailer was like, don't worry about the movie. Look at all the things that are in the movie. It's like, why do I feel Tom Holland is playing second fiddle in his movie?
Why has he got a black suit? That doesn't make it.
You know what that black suit is? You ready to get pissed off? That black suit is his normal. It's his normal suit turned inside out.
I heard you said. Well, somebody said that. I heard that. Right? That's stupid.
Yeah.
But it looks like shit. I don't like it. You like it?
Here's the thing. I think it looks okay. I would have rather it be a different suit, but I mean, whatever.
I bought it. I have it over there, but
yeah. I mean, here are the things that I don't understand in this trailer, and I'm sure they're going to explain this in the movie. Like, that's why I'm saying I think the movie is going to be fine, but this trailer just doesn't make a lot of sense, right? So we have Doc Ock on the bridge. He's fighting Spider-Man for some reason. Why he would be fighting Spider-Man again, I don't know.
Well, he got there first, maybe.
Maybe, but then so he's fighting.
Isn't that the beginning? That's probably the beginning of the movie.
It's probably close to the beginning, or like the beginning of the second act.
Within the first 20 minutes.
But like he's fighting Peter. Peter's wearing the Iron Spider suit, and then the nanotech from the Iron Spider suit melds with Dr. Octopus's arms.
That's what happened, right? That's why the mask went down?
Yeah. And I'm like, well, how does that work?
Yeah, the suit absorbed him? Like the thing? Oh, so he lost the suit?
His arms absorbed the suit.
Right, so the suit's gone.
Basically, I think that's why he's wearing his other suit later on in the movie.
Okay. So, but then Doc Ock immediately is like, oh, I can't kill you because you're not Peter Parker. But he wasn't going to kill Peter Parker after what happened anyway.
After Spider-Man 2. Right. So, you know what I really think is happening here? And again, I think this is going to piss a lot of people off. I'm going to go back to what I said originally, way back when. I don't think these are the ones that we're thinking they are.
I think they are.
I don't think they are.
I think they are but the only thing I don't understand is how could the spell pinpoint exactly when they were going to die and then bring them back to life? Like that's
at least for Goblin, Electro, and Doc Ock. Yeah.
I mean, the spell is not conscious being. It's a spell. So how could the spell with pinpoint accuracy pull all these villains out of time in the last second before they die? There's something else going on. It can't be just like that they botched the spell.
Think about how weird that would be, right? Like, so let's say they are the ones from the other movies, which again, I don't think they are. But like, let's say they are, right? That means that, like, if you're trying to sell this idea to me, that means that at that exact moment in the first Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire, that right before the glider impales Norman, he just vanishes.
But see, that's another thing now. It seems like it doesn't affect the timeline. Like, that timeline went on to continue because Tobey Maguire fought after Green Goblin, then Doc Ock, and then Sandman. So something happened to after they died where they were just phased out, but they wouldn't know because they thought they were dead.
See, this is where they start to get in trouble with this multiverse stuff, because
like the bodies are just going to vanish from the grave, and they're going to be like not knowing what's happening.
I guess.
And another thing too, like, why does the spell pinpoint? This is what I'm really trying to say, right?
Yeah.
So it's bringing in the villains that knew who Peter Parker was Spider-Man, correct? Like
Yes.
in theory, right? So then why isn't the other Green Goblins in there? Like why isn't Harry in there? Why isn't the Green Goblin from Andrew Garfield's universe in there? Why isn't the Rhino in there? Why are we picking and choosing only a few and not all?
Well, the real world reason for that is because they're picking the people that the fans like.
That's dumb.
The in-universe reason, I don't know. They'll probably explain that in the movie.
And they just don't want to work with, what's his name?
James Franco?
Yeah, they don't want to work with him. Now that's like a taboo thing because Seth Rogen said something. So now nobody wants. I know he had allegations. I know, but like he said it was settled though. But like they just don't want to work with him. I guess.
And not many people like the Demo Goblin in Spider-Man 3. So I mean, they're not going to bring him back. You know, just like they're not going to bring. Obviously, they're not going to bring.
I mean, you mean the Green Goblin from Amazing Spider-Man 2? You're talking about?
No, the Demo Goblin was the name of the one in Spider-Man 3.
Demo Goblin?
Oh, I'm sorry, Techno Goblin, not Demo Goblin. Techno. Goblin.
Techno Goblin. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know, it's interesting too. I also have a theory about why they didn't bring Venom from Spider-Man 3 into this, other than the fact that Venom sucked.
Right.
That's the real world reason. Nobody liked that. But I think what they're gonna say is Venom from Tom Hardy's Venom, movies. I think what they're gonna say is that he knows who Spider-Man is because when the multiverse breaks, right? We know that the symbiotes have kind of like a hive mind kind of thing.
Okay.
I think what they're going to say is that when the multiverse broke and the spell went off, he connected to the Venom from Spider-Man 3.
Oh, is that what it is?
And got those memories, and he knows Spider-Man killed him in that universe, so that's why he hates Spider-Man. That's my hypothesis as to what's going on.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
I can't see it any other way. I saw that at the end of Let There Be Carnage, and I was like, that has to be what's going on here. Because how would that Venom know?
He has to know. That's just weird.
Because you can't say that symbiote before he met Tom Hardy in Venom met the Spider-Man in that universe. We know that that's not what happened.
Yeah, so there's some type of there's a connection. Okay.
There has to be. I think that's.
So in other words, the only connection they have is they have the memories, but they can't travel to other universes.
That's what I think.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I could be totally wrong. They could do something else, but I mean, I can't imagine.
And Morbius universe is what universe? Because I heard they did some confusing shit.
Yeah, there's 3 separate things referring to different universes in that trailer. There's Toby's universe,
there's the Black Cat,
and the MCU. I think there's one of 2 explanations going on there. I think either Morbius's universe is being affected by what happened in Loki, and things are coming through and kind of blending in there.
Would they really do that with Morbius's first movie?
I don't think so. That's why I think that movie is in the MCU. I swear to God, I think that's an MCU movie.
Because Vulture's in it.
Yes.
So that would have to be, we would think.
Honestly, I think that it's in there because we know they're doing Blade. So it's not like oh my gosh, vampires in the MCU. They're already there. So it's if this was in there, I don't think it affects anything. They mentioned Venom. Venom's in the MCU now.
I mean, isn't Venom in No Way Home?
He should be.
They said, right? Cameo or something?
There was a cast listing that had Tom Hardy on there.
Okay, so who's the 6th member of the Sinister Six? Not that there's a Sinister Six, but Vulture's in it too, though, right?
I would imagine it's either Vulture, Venom, or somebody else.
Okay, so we know that Vulture's in it, right?
Yes.
So
at some point,
where's Mysterio then?
Well, Mysterio's dead, so it would be a variant, I guess.
No, but he's not dead, though.
He is.
No, because he's dead, real dead?
He's dead, yes.
Oh, he didn't walk escape? He didn't, that wasn't him walking? That was just him cameoing, I guess?
It's either that or he's a variant. Yeah.
He's definitely dead?
The one from the MCU, like from the other one, yes, he's dead. Unless they retcon that or something. But as far as I know, he's dead.
Okay.
And they would most likely be doing a variant of him if he's in the movie. But I don't even think he's in the movie, to be honest with you.
Right, he can't be in the movie.
I mean, he could be as a variant.
I mean,
yeah.
Well, that would make totally.
See, this is the slippery.
I don't like this whole variant shit.
This is the thing that they're going to have to explain now, because no matter who you kill, it could be like a variant.
Yeah, I don't like that. Another thing too, like with the Loki thing, right? You changed the timeline, not like he went to another universe, right? Or no?
You mean at the end of Loki?
Yeah, it's like a Back to the Future.
Apparently, he's in another timeline where they have no idea who he is.
He's not in the MCU anymore.
Well, not the prime timeline, no.
Okay, so no, because he was not. Okay, so this. All right, so the Loki we know was from a variant universe connected from the main MCU that he escaped, right? Okay, so that universe that is hard to explain.
Well, it's a timeline because timelines and universes are different in this story. Like there have always been separate universes, but there aren't separate timelines apparently. Which is
okay. So the separate time. Okay, so the timeline that I thought was in Loki was the actual MCU trying to make sure that the MCU is not erased. Correct.
It is.
Okay.
Yes.
And now he's not in the MCU.
Not the prime timeline. No. He's in some kind of divergent timeline where they don't know who the hell he is.
Right. But then where is the actual Mobius and all that? Because they're constantly time traveling. So they wouldn't be erased or anything. So where the fuck are they?
They're in the timeline that Loki was in when the show started.
So how does he get to that timeline?
We'll find out in season 2.
Okay. So in other words, they can't travel through timelines.
Who can't?
The Time Variance Authority.
I'm sure they can. They're just not supposed to, because there's not supposed to be separate timelines.
Okay.
Kang definitely can. Like nobody's gonna tell me that Kang can't go wherever he wants because it's
so
Kang,
like
you know.
Here's a stupid question, right? Well, maybe not a stupid question. Bill Murray.
Mm-hmm.
Is he playing Reed Richards' father? Nathaniel Richards, which Kang is technically from that alternate universe future that is created. Like, I guess Reed Richards' father time travels and he's part of this utopian society, and supposedly Kang is related to Nathaniel Richards, but is related to Reed Richards or Dr. Doom, or both, because the houses of Von Doom and Richards merge maybe at some point, and then he's related to both. But they're not going to do that, correct? Like,
do you want to know who I think he's playing? I think he's playing an older version of Scott.
He's playing Ant-Man? Like an
old version. He's playing an older version of Scott Lang. Yes.
Oh.
I think. I don't know. I don't know who he could be playing. There were rumors at one time that he was going to be fucking.
They said he was going to be Michael Douglas's villain. That was a time traveler or something.
I'm interested to see who he plays because I like Bill Murray. So I mean, I'm not.
I love Bill Murray. I think it's going to be hysterical, though. I'm sure.
Yeah. You know what? I'm still like. I'm still scratching my head as to like, why is that the next time we see Kang? I just don't. Yeah, I don't get that.
It's like
I don't get that.
Right? Because it's like the end of the phase.
Right.
Well, almost no. Fantastic Four is the last movie of the phase, supposedly, right?
Maybe I heard that might have got pushed to Phase 5.
Oh, no! Fantastic Four is supposed to be 4. Like, because
I know, but look at the whole point of
the whole point of 4. They always wanted to have the Fantastic Four be Phase 4.
No, I know, but I don't think that they had a choice because look at all the reshuffling that they're doing. You know what I'm saying?
I think they're going to just add it, add other movies to it, but Fantastic Four has to be Phase 4. So in other words, the overall story arc, like, is fucked up because don't they have it where they're all connected?
Let me address that though, because there's a lot of production trouble going on in Marvel right now. So the idea
if you
of them
fuck
adding
up one movie, the whole
idea of
fucking
them-
thing gets fucked up.
yeah, the idea of them adding movies to this phase, I don't think that's gonna fly because they're having trouble with the movies that they're trying to get out right now.
Okay, so here's the thing. If Doctor Strange doesn't come out when it comes out, right?
And
That means that Thor and all of them have to be pushed back.
yes,
Everything. The
Yes.
whole slate, right?
Yes.
So this is the problem with that. So also Black Panther, right? That gets
Panther
fucked
is
up.
in shambles right now.
Well, here's the thing.
Shambles.
Honest to God, there shouldn't be a Black Panther movie like another one. Should be part of something else, but they shouldn't do a Black Panther movie without the star. And he passed away. So they really, really, if you're doing a Black Panther movie without him, you're just trying to make money. I don't see it as any other way or any other purpose. And now they're trying to make it like, oh, we always had plans and we're going to do Wakanda, Disney Plus. And no, it's not going to work, I feel, because they have no confidence in who's going to take over as Black Panther, right?
Yes.
She was supposed to, and then she ran her mouth, and then the actors that play the Avengers turned on her, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
She got in a lot of trouble, but she didn't get fired, right? Now she got hurt, but she's grimy about it because she's like, while she's hurt, she's like, these motherfuckers tried to fuck me up. So now without me, you can't do shit. So fuck Black Panther too, right?
Yep.
So she may not come back, period, on principle, right? So just scrap the fucking movie. I know that they want to have fucking Ironheart, right, in Black Panther 2, but my question is, why the fuck is Ironheart in Black Panther 2?
Because
Like-
she's gonna get her suit from Wakanda.
She's gonna get a what?
She's gonna get her suit from Wakanda.
But she's not supposed to get her suit from Wakanda. She's supposed to build her own suit from.
She's gonna build it out of
Stark-
vibranium, but they're gonna give her the vibranium to do it.
But it's supposed to be built based on Stark's technology, not vibranium.
But Stark used vibranium to build his Iron Man suit.
But she's supposed. Yeah, but still, she's supposed to. All right. I don't know.
You got to remember, right? They're forget the comics. Forget.
All right.
They are gonna redo that story, and I'm telling you, man, strap in because they are gonna strap a rocket to her back. She's getting pushed to the moon. I'm telling you right now.
But it's not gonna work.
I
Here's the thing, right?
don't know, man.
I saw. Okay, let me give you an example, right? I saw that they're advertising on Disney Plus Echo, right?
Yes.
Nobody knows other than us who the fuck Echo is, right?
I
Because
don't even know who Echo
she's
is,
a
to be
new
honest with you.
character, right? That has the Phoenix Force, right? That I guess she's deaf or she's this, and the Phoenix. For some reason, now they're trying to do stuff the Phoenix Force without the X-Men, without Jean Grey, and they're involving the Avengers, and they're involving fucking this other character. And for the life of me, I don't understand what's going on. And the fact that the Phoenix is Thor's mother, that please don't get me started on that. So, like, Echo, nobody knows who the fuck she is. Okay?
Mhm.
They didn't boost her in the comics so much where you knew who the fuck she is. And whatever comic she was in is not really fucking selling like whatever. So why is Kevin Feige taking stuff that people don't know? I mean, is it the arrogance that anything we make will be a success and it's gold?
No.
Okay.
No. The
But
idea
wasn't he
is-
fighting with the CEO of fucking Disney? Because didn't they say they didn't want Ironheart?
No.
Didn't
no.
they tell him that?
Ironheart was always in the cards. They had that ready to go as soon as Tony Stark died. They were like Ironheart.
Yeah. But so in other words, nobody from Disney or nobody's telling him she's a failed character in comics.
No.
You can't do it.
No. And I'll
So
tell
that's out there is bullshit.
I'll explain to you why they're doing Ironheart and Echo and all these characters. It's not the arrogance of them not. Like,
It's the next generation.
It's the next generation, but also it's because they can take this character. They know that the general audience did not read those comics. They could do whatever they want with them, and the general audience sees that MCU logo and they eat it up like candy.
They won't.
And especially since they will. They do.
No.
Yes, they will. Did you see the audience score for Eternals?
Yeah.
It's through the fucking roof.
Right. And it's still doing
because
well.
These people, they don't care about the comics. If you throw something
But
with
see,
the
the Eternals did exist. It's not like the Eternals didn't exist in the comics, okay?
No, I know.
Echo is different, though. Echo is so new, it's new. I mean,
right,
Echo is like 2 years new.
That's the point I'm trying to make, though, right? It could be something from 1963. It could be something from 2013. The general audience has no idea. And when they see that MCU logo, they go, I got to watch that. And then they watch it, they like it, and then it becomes a huge thing.
So you're saying that more than likely, like, you know how Daredevil's getting his own series, right?
Yes.
Jessica Jones and fucking Luke Cage, right? Now, we know in the comics, somehow, besides getting married and have a child, they lead the Avengers, right?
Sure, yeah.
And their daughter from the future is Captain America, right?
Yes.
Is that what they're going to do?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No, I think Sam Wilson is pretty cemented as Captain America for the next decade.
Well, that's another thing I wanted to get into you with, because he already proved himself as Captain America. Captain America himself chose him. So what's this bullshit that they said that he has to earn the fucking shield and the suit if he already earned it? Like, why were they posting that all over the place? Like, for the next Captain America movie, he has to earn it.
It's not. It's nonsense, really. Yeah,
it is nonsense because he
proved himself in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. To me,
so why the fuck? Who posted that shit? That's Disney.
Because I think that's really the only story they've got with him. Like he's gonna have to keep proving himself because he doesn't have the super soldier serum. He's not Steve Rogers. They're gonna keep saying, they're never gonna be like, oh, that's our Captain America. Like he's gonna be there, but I mean, whether or not he's gonna be the freaking,
But isn't he gonna fight? Is he gonna fight like Chris Evans in the movie as Hydra Cop?
I don't know. I have no idea about that.
But Captain America 4 is not even part of Phase 4, right? Isn't that part of Phase 5?
I think it's Phase 5. I think.
Isn't Blade like the end of Phase 4?
I gotta tell you, man. The more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm like, do I want this movie?
Blade?
Do I want Blade? Because I love Blade. Blade's one of my favorite characters.
And I heard Wesley Snipes is in it as his Blade, like from another universe.
Might be. I'm just worried that they're gonna do something to fuck it up. I really am.
Yeah. Whoa, Scott. Whoa. Hold on.
Sorry, I thought I hit the mute as well.
Okay.
So anyway, I wanted to go back a little, just really quickly to the Spider-Man trailer, because we kind of trailed off from that.
Right.
I don't get the humor in this trailer. Like, first of all, MJ, she's got to go. That character's got to go. I'm sorry.
You don't like? Oh, I know why you're saying this, because your favorite character is Doctor Strange.
That woman talks like that to the Sorcerer Supreme. Like,
that's your favorite character, though.
Her. That's my
but see, that's why you don't like her, because that's her. Yeah. That's your favorite character.
But
and she's mouthing off to him.
You know what I'm tired of too, though.
I thought that was funny, though. Come on, you didn't think that was funny?
No. Like I could stomach that. I could stomach that if not 2 scenes beforehand they were laughing at Doc Ock's name.
Well, that wasn't funny.
Look.
You thought that was funny?
I hated that. I don't
like that. I was like, oh, come on. You're children.
When I saw them in this trailer like that, I thought back to like Homecoming and Far From Home. And I was like, these characters are getting like, they're grating on my nerves.
But they're supposed to be older and they're like acting like they're in high school.
Right. They're fucking annoying. And when I saw her falling off
Tom Holland's like in his mid-20s now, right? But he's trying to still act like he's fucking like a kid, right?
When I saw her falling off the Statue of Liberty, two things came to my head. Number one, she's going to make some stupid comment about slavery on the Statue of Liberty.
Don't say that.
And number two, let her fall off the damn statue.
How did I know? How did I know that was going to be your second one?
Because she mouthed off to Doctor Strange. She thinks she's a superhero. She thinks she's an Avenger. Okay, bye.
That's Mrs. Spider-Man, man.
She's got to go. She's got to go. I'm sorry. I can't deal with this. Like Ned, I heard Ned's going to become the Hobgoblin in this movie at some point.
In this movie?
Because apparently there's a scene of Aunt May running with the Green Goblin serum, and the idea is that maybe he gets hurt, and that's the only way to save his life. I don't know.
And then he goes crazy.
Yeah,
he goes crazy.
And maybe that's who we see the other person is. Now that I think about it, it's not Green, it's Hob.
Well, it's the weird thing. It's like, I know we don't do the comics, but they made it in the comics past couple of months that Ned leads in the MCU, who died and then was cloned. Like, he really didn't die, because he took an overdose of the Goblin formula when this was happening. Same thing like Norman. He woke up, but he woke up in his grave in the ground and clawed his way out. And now he's rich and he's probably going to be the Hobgoblin again.
Sure.
But I guess he's not insane, which I guess they're just trying to make it that only Norman's insane if you even have the Goblin formula, and it's not the Goblin formula, it's just Norman Osborn's insane. So now I guess the MCU, they make it that anybody has the Goblin formula is insane.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's great stuff.
Wow. And so in other words, how are you going to have a movie where's the focus? Is the focus like
that was something I was going to say though. Like, okay, so we know we have the they've pitched us this story that Strange is trying to cast a spell, Parker distracts him, and the spell goes wrong, right?
Correct.
Okay. Now they're also like, and then Peter takes the prison and lets the villains go.
Right. Well, in the trailer, he tells him, "Hey, man, they died because of Spider-Man." So what the fuck do you think he's gonna say?
Right.
Not on my watch.
Right.
So, like, he's so smart that he's gonna just, like, this is what I don't get, right? Because he knows they're villains, right? Or no? Because you know that they're villains, that they kill people or would kill people, but you don't want them to die at your hands. So if you free them, they're gonna kill people.
Anybody that they kill is now on your hands.
Yeah.
Right, so what are you gonna fucking do that you think you're so fucking smart? You don't want them in prison with Doctor Strange, so now you're going to catch them and put them in a prison that's not Doctor Strange? Like, this plot seems weird.
This Spider-Man, I'm just going to say this, okay? And it's going to be inflammatory, and Billy's not going to like this, but I love you, Billy. I'm sorry.
Listen, I'm a huge Spider-Man, so if I have a problem with the movie, there's a problem. So whatever, it doesn't matter. Go ahead.
This Spider-Man is not the sharpest Peter Parker in the multiverse.
Well, my favorite's Tobey Maguire, but anyway. Yeah.
He's not the brightest of them. That's what I'm saying. Like, he keeps fucking things up.
Yeah.
And we keep, like, people who like this version, they keep making excuses.
Oh, he's young. He just started.
At some point, it's like, you know what?
He started for fucking 10 years ago.
But you know what it is? At some point, maybe Doctor Strange should be like, I'm going to leave you in your astral form. You're not coming back. You know?
I mean,
maybe that's the best thing for the MCU.
He almost fucked up like people in the ferry. That's not
exactly.
It's like, wait a minute, and then okay,
there was the ferry.
Oh, wait a minute, and they have this. They promoted this recently that like Spider-Man doesn't kill, right? But in the fucking movie, he said activate the fucking kill mode, instant kill mode. So, like, are you gonna try to say? Are you gonna retcon that and say he put it in instant kill mode? And then off camera, he's like, no, I can't do that.
Nah, he stabbed those Outriders in fucking Endgame. Like,
he killed them.
You know,
he killed the aliens.
Yeah, I guess his mantra is I don't kill humans.
But that doesn't make any fucking sense because, like, you're gonna have mutants in the universe too. I mean, like, okay, all right.
But like, follow me here though, right? He joins Iron Man's side in Civil War, which we know was the wrong side at this point.
Yeah.
Okay. He fucks up in Homecoming multiple times. I'll give him a pass there because, okay, the young thing worked there. First movie, fine. He gives Mysterio the glasses after, like, knowing him ridiculous. For 20 minutes.
Right.
Okay? And now he fucks up Doctor Strange's spell and then lets the villains go.
Well, let me ask you a question, right? He's still, like, heir or something to Iron Man's thing, right? Even though it's Gwyneth Paltrow and the daughter, right? Like,
yes.
So why isn't he having the greatest legal team and everything just wipe this away? Like, why is he struggling?
I mean, he apparently hires Matt Murdock, so I mean...
But it's like Tony Stark money, basically, right?
I would imagine so.
I just don't understand how...
I can't think Pepper would be like, no, Peter, we're not going to help you after you save
the world. But she doesn't have a say because I guess he has he has some... Even though she's in charge of most of the fortune, he has the right to the fortune too, like, though. Right?
I don't know. They only gave him those glasses, so I mean, I don't. That's
no, but he's kind of connected to the, like, if he dies, he's connected to the. It's not like he dumped him like Tony Stark at all.
Oh, no, but I don't think he has anything to do with, like, Stark Industries, like the business. Like, I think.
No, but I mean, the money would have to flow into his lawyer and everything.
I would imagine. I mean, they're probably.
I mean, now we're getting deep. Please, the one thing I fucking hated was the fact that they made it like the Avengers didn't get paid, which fucking pissed me off because that was just like, how do you fucking do all this shit and not take care of
that was pretty asinine. Yeah,
that was bullshit. That's not real anyway, though, because Tony Stark, like, would take care of everybody. That's bullshit. Whatever. Anyway, so there's so much shit going on with the MCU. How you doing, Scott?
They're doing good.
So, okay, so Spider-Man No Way Home. The script is probably, it sounds like it's all over the place.
Right? I still think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be a good movie.
I think it's going to be fantastic, but I think, I have a feeling that okay, I know we're not going by the comics, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you went by the comics and you remember, like, Peter Parker asked Doctor Strange to help him save Ant-Man.
Yeah.
And he sent him into multiple timelines to try to get the help of whatever, right? And it didn't work, right? And he said, that's all I'm doing. And then Mephisto did it, right?
Yes.
He lost his title as Sorcerer Supreme because the timeline got altered, right? Yeah. So everybody's life was affected. And they tried to, because at the time Marvel was afraid to call Mephisto the devil, because people went outside their offices and fucking threatened them, their lives. So at the time, they're like, no. And then they tried to do this comic where it was Doctor Strange that did all this, but that's not canon because nobody believes that, right?
Right.
But technically, he loses his title because he was helping Peter, right? So is this what's going to stem from this movie because things are going to go into chaos for Doctor Strange? So is he going to lose his title as Sorcerer Supreme and lose half his powers?
That's possible. I mean,
because he's not going to, if he loses the title of Sorcerer Supreme, he's still going to be a sorcerer.
Of course.
He's going to still be powerful, but he's not going to be as powerful. He's going to be blocked from using, like, all this magic.
Well, that's when Doctor Strange Supreme shows up, and he's like, "It's my turn now."
Right. Wow. And Baron Mordo. So the next movie after Spider-Man is Doctor Strange, correct?
It's supposed to be, yeah.
And then after Doctor Strange, it's Thor.
I think it's Thor, yeah.
And then Guardians, right after, or whatever. I'm not sure. Okay,
I don't know the.
Yeah, I'm confused with.
I think Black Panther was supposed to be in there somewhere, and then the Marvels.
But the next, okay, so technically the next MCU thing before Spider-Man No Way Home is Hawkeye,
Yes. Yep.
and after Hawkeye, then it's Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yes. Yeah.
But Hawkeye's directly, that's it. Hawkeye's the next thing.
Yes.
And then it's Spider-Man No Way Home. And then after, and Disney Plus wise, after Hawkeye is
possibly Moon Knight,
right?
Yeah.
Because She-Hulk is not till next year, right?
Well, I think all three are next year. I think Moon Knight, She-Hulk, and Miss Marvel are next year. We know Miss Marvel is definitely next year.
Well, but Miss Marvel has to be before Captain Marvel.
I think it's supposed to come out. They said Q4 for Disney, which
because
Disney
she appears though, because it's Marvels, right? So
yes, yep.
She appears in the Captain Marvel movie, right?
That's supposed to. I think that comes out in November. And
WandaVision Retro Critic. I love the WandaVision. What do you like the best?
Strange comes May 6th, 2022.
Right.
Next, we have Love and Thunder, July 8th of 2022.
What did you like?
Black Panther's supposed to be on November 11th.
Retro Critic is asking, what was your favorite MCU show?
For me?
Everybody. Yeah. I like WandaVision's my favorite, but go ahead.
Loki, hands down.
Okay. What about you, Scott?
I'm going to have to say Wanda as well.
I love WandaVision. Okay, so here's the thing. You know how like Chris's favorite character is Doctor Strange? And besides Spider-Man being my favorite character, my next favorite characters, it's always been like Hawkeye, Scarlet Witch, and Vision, right? So maybe my opinion's biased when it comes to Wanda and Vision, but that's my favorite of my favorite.
I think there's a lot to like about WandaVision.
Yeah, I love that.
But you also have Agatha Harkness coming out too.
Yeah. Now, mind you, Falcon and Winter Soldier, I wasn't 100% crazy about it. Okay.
Me neither.
Loki, I loved way better than Falcon and Winter Soldier, but just under WandaVision, Hawkeye, I think I'm gonna love better than Loki, but not better
Hawkeye
than
looks really cool.
Yeah. Now, I do have some concerns though with She-Hulk because I think they're trying to do a comedy like Hawkeye, but a little seriousness, right?
I think from what I've heard, it's supposed to be fairly serious. I don't think it's going to.
It is serious because she looked like they were doing a little. Now she breaks the fourth wall supposedly, right? Like she starts talking to the audience like she did in the comics before Deadpool did.
I think that's what they're going to do. Yeah.
Okay. Now, are they going to do it like in the comics, or are they going to do it that she like?
I think it's going to be more of like an internal monologue. Like, I don't think she's going to talk to the audience, but she's just going to kind of talk about what's going on in her head.
Okay. But are they going to? Is she going to be dying and then she's going to get a transfusion, or is she going to fuck around with the?
I have a funny feeling that the beginning of that show is actually going to take place in between the 5-year gap between Infinity War and Endgame.
Oh yeah, because they can't just do it like now, right?
Yeah, and then the later
and she's
half
established.
Of the show, yeah.
So she would be established before Thanos came back, you're saying?
I think, no, this is what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, at the beginning of the show, I think it's going to take place in that 5-year gap, and then there's going to be a time jump to after Endgame, and that's where the main part of the show is going to take place.
Okay. So she becomes a She-Hulk after
Probably
Endgame?
During that 5-year gap and or right after Endgame.
Okay. So Chris Evans, we know, is signed something with the MCU. He's in Doctor Strange, isn't he?
There was a rumor that a variant of him was going to show up.
And supposedly Scarlett Johansson's also rumored to be in Doctor Strange, correct?
That was debunked a little while ago.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they don't want her in anything right now.
No, that changed though, because she.
No, it didn't. They settled out of court, but apparently the mandate behind the scenes is we're not using her for anything right now.
I thought that what I heard was it was settled out of court, but she's in their stuff. She's still doing stuff with Disney, like movies in the future, and she's re-signed.
Not at the moment, no.
She's in the Tower of Terror.
They
That was already done before
renegotiated because
that.
she's backing that
It's
movie.
not. It wasn't even. What do you mean it's done? It wasn't even finished.
She did her stuff before that.
She filmed that movie,
Mm-hmm.
but I thought they said that because I thought that they pieced the ways because the guy fucked up and they realized they were wrong and they did this sort of thing like they did with Emma Stone. They took care of her, like in the
They
future.
took care of her, but right now they're not her biggest fans. No.
I thought that was squashed. That whole ego shit.
Not yet. Maybe
Really?
with Feige it is, but with some of the other
I
people,
thought she's.
whatever-
I heard that she's gonna be in it full fledged. Like that shit's over. That's what I heard. But I could be wrong.
That rumor came out, and then the insiders came out and said that there's no trace of Scarlett Johansson in this movie at all.
Of Doctor Strange 2.
Mm-hmm.
But Doctor Strange 2 isn't done anyway, though. Because now what I heard was
change that. Yeah.
I heard that they fucking Hugh Jackman and fucking Patrick Stewart in.
Well, that's been a rumor for a long time.
No, but I heard that's not even a rumor anymore because I heard that once Hugh Jackman said yes, Patrick Stewart said yes.
Everything we've heard about Doctor Strange is a rumor right now because they're going back for 6 weeks of reshoots. So anything.
But
that
she's
we've
supposed
heard,
to be fighting Wolverine and fucking Professor X.
I know, but listen though, they are going back for extensive reshoots. They said everything is off the table right now. So anything.
Everything is off the table?
Everything
Interesting.
is off the table. They are going back for 6 weeks of reshoots. They're filming 6 days a week because they apparently
So it's fucked up.
They had test screenings and apparently it did not do well at all.
Oh,
So they're
shit.
going back for 6.
We're
That's why it
fucked.
got delayed. That's
We're
why
fucked
I'm
with this
telling you,
movie.
man.
You
I'm
can't,
telling you, man.
your movies, if the movie's done and then you fuck up, you can't just go. It's not that easy to go back and just add shit.
It's technically not done because they always when they.
But
they
they
say
can't. They're having to recreate the movie
until
now.
it's in the cinemas. It's not done.
So
You wanna know-
you're
you wanna
talking
know what I
$300
think?
million more, right?
You want to know what I think happened? I think they went too big with this multiverse story.
Okay.
They went too odd with Wanda. They tried to put everything in the movie. It didn't work. People got confused. They didn't like what they did with Wanda. They couldn't follow the story. And now they're trying to simplify it.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now my take on it, whether it be right or wrong. Okay.
Anything's
One,
possible.
you already established that you have a lot of new Wanda fans after WandaVision. You have a whole cult following of the merchandise sales were through the fucking roof with WandaVision that they weren't expecting. The action figures, the fucking t-shirts. It won fucking just about every award there was. They weren't expecting that. It spinned off fucking Agatha Harkness, right? WandaVision's the biggest fucking thing. Even bigger than Loki, okay? Because the Wanda stuff sold. The Loki stuff didn't sell as well as Wanda. But that's the biggest thing. And the biggest thing is, when is Wanda and Vision getting back together? That's in the sidelines of a lot of people's minds, right? So if you're going to do... Now, here's the thing. If you're going to do a Doctor Strange movie, and you're going to paint her as the villain, and you're going to make her get defeated, and you're going to fuck her up, you're going to have tons of fucking people that after you built her up, where she's supposed to be the best fucking superhero, right? You're going to piss everybody off. You're going to turn everybody off. So if that's the case where this movie ends where Wanda's fucking done or fucked up or whatever, then of course the test screening is going to fucking fail because you're not going to fucking use Wanda as a fucking way to make this movie good that you're going to fucking throw her away like garbage. She has to be in the Avengers. She has to be with Vision. She has to be fighting the big threats. You can't just fucking do that to her. Like, you can't boost her up and then break her down to nothingness when you just established that she's fucking more powerful than Doctor Strange. But you can't have it that she just fucking She learned her lesson in WandaVision that what she did was wrong. So now you can't make it that you turn her evil. Like, yes, she's going after her children, but at the same time, in her mind, she's not like they're not gonna make it that she kills people for the kids. Like that's like she already put people through hell, and she has that memory. She did that, and she was trying to do right.
She kills a lot of people.
See, well, then there's going to be a problem. Then
she kills a lot of people.
Well, that's why Doctor Strange is fucked, because it's not. Listen, it's not about Doctor Strange. It's WandaVision Part 2. And you're fucked it up because you have to have everything included. So the only thing I can say is if you're gonna fucking do that, you can't have it where she.
Well, this is the thing, though, right? What Marvel is trying to tell us is that she didn't learn her lesson in WandaVision. With that after credits scene,
that's fucking wrong.
We know that she didn't learn. She's reading the Darkhold.
No, I mean, okay. There's a thing about learning your lesson, but then there's a thing about she's learning the Darkhold because she fucking wants to find a way to save her children and fucking Vision, even though they've got banished, right? That's why she's doing it, like the Darkhold. She's not doing it for any other reason, right? But meaning she learned a lesson with manipulating people, like, and hurting people, like, and making them her slaves and shit like that. So like, this is the point: is that if there's not a connection with the people who wrote Wanda for WandaVision and Doctor Strange has full control over Wanda without the permission of people that were doing Wanda show, there's a problem because you can't. This is what happens, and then things get fucked up, and then people get angry. Okay, there has to be, just like, Spider-Man has to act a certain way. This one has to act a certain way. You can't give the character to someone and have them fuck it up for money and to make Doctor Strange look good. Like, Doctor Strange should be about Doctor Strange dealing with something he did in Spider-Man that fucks up shit, and now he has to deal with Shuma Gorath and fucking all these different entities and the multiverse. Like, he broke some laws or some shit. I mean, you're gonna throw Wanda in it, but then it's not Doctor Strange 2 anymore. It's Wanda Part 2. And that's what I'm trying to say, is like, this is a problem when you're having people in other people's movies. It's like Tom Holland's worried about being second fiddle to Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield because it's like, oh shit. And it's not, they're like, it's not Spider-Verse, but it's kind of like what Spider-Verse is going to become, because at some point in time there's going to, right? But this is why they just should have, this is why they should have just did a fucking Wanda movie, right? And have all the fucking Avengers involved and make that be the phase thing rather than Kang. Because now you throw Kang in there and it's like, who's the villain of the phase 4? Nobody? Or is it Wanda? Or is it this? Nobody knows what the fuck is happening. Okay? So there's too much shit going on right now. Because they're doing what DC did, I feel, Chris. And they're throwing shit to the wall. And you can tell me I'm wrong, but Harley Quinn movie, Harley Quinn 2 movie, Harley Quinn, Flash movie, Batman's in there, shit, there's 2 Batmans, Wonder Woman, she's in a different universe. This one, she's not. Like, Batgirl, fucking Joker movie. Like, they're throwing shit to the wall, thinking it's going to stick. But they don't really know how things are going to connect. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't necessarily go that far, because a lot of the stuff that they're making has already proven to be successful. It's not like DC where they're just throwing things.
Okay, well, all right. Let's let Shang-Chi. Okay, let's just talk about this, because Shang-Chi is a success, correct?
Yes.
But it's not as a success as they wanted it to be, right?
It only because of pandemic stuff.
We're gonna blame the pandemic.
Okay. No. It's not like we're blaming the pandemic. That's a fact. That's not like an opinion. Like,
all right, so let's. You know what? I need to have some reason. I need to know. First of all, before we talk about Shang-Chi, I need to know what Shang-Chi did, box office wise, so that way I could see. Right. All right. So here's the thing. Shang-Chi did $431,266,876, right? Mm-hmm. It cost probably what, like $300 million to make?
There was a lot of CG in that, so I mean, it's probably going to be pretty high up there.
Let's just guess 300 million, right? Now, it made 224 million here, and it made 206 million there. But of the 206 million, they don't get 206 million. They probably get like 70 million, right? So it kind of broke
Probably
even,
around there.
right?
Yeah.
But if it broke even, that doesn't count the Disney Plus sales, right?
Right.
So more than likely, it's going to be a success. But we're talking about a very small success of 150.
But again, you have to adjust that for the pandemic.
Okay,
And
so
if you take a look at that, if without the pandemic, it would have been like no question, it would have been a success.
failure. Oh, would have been a success. Okay, so it's
yeah.
so no matter what, it's a success regardless of it. Okay, so that's that. Now let's take a look at Eternals, because again, that was still number
That's
one.
a totally different story. Yeah.
All right, so explain it to me how it's a different story. All right, for Eternals, $300 million worldwide, only $123 million here, but it just came out recently, right? So what does this need to do in order for it to be a success?
It's not getting the reaction that Shang-Chi got. Shang-Chi got a massively positive reaction from everybody, where Eternals is getting no reaction to mixed reactions. However, the audience score is very high. So that means that the word of mouth of people saying, hey, don't listen to what these people are saying, go see it.
And that's pretty much what I said about Eternals.
Yeah.
So in other words,
because basically with me, it's Shang-Chi, Eternals, Venom, and then what was the other one? I forgot.
Well,
Black Widow.
You threw Venom in there. So, I mean, I don't really.
I know.
I didn't count Venom. I mean, I don't know, Chris. Am I wrong for not counting Venom part of the MCU?
Well, it's good to take a look at Venom, but yeah, it is in the MCU now. Like, not that movie in particular, but the character is.
Okay, so Venom is 442 million worldwide, and it's still doing. Venom is a success, regardless, because they didn't cost that much to make compared to what they did the other day. So that's a success beyond, right? That's more of a success than Shang-Chi, because they didn't spend hundreds of $millions on Venom.
Financially, potentially, but reaction-wise, no.
Like, it's not fans' favorite choice.
Right now, Shang-Chi is the superhero movie of the year until Spider-Man comes out.
It was quite
okay. So Shang-Chi and Eternals are a success no matter what, and Venom too. But they're not like. Okay, so
they're not raking in the millions again because of the pandemic. A lot of
so when are we gonna say that this whole pandemic thing is not affecting the box office?
Ask Joe Biden. I don't know.
Isn't he too busy firing his vice president? All right. No. Anyway.
Probably.
Okay. I don't know about that, but
But Sally, she's on her knees begging.
All right. So, well, obviously, Spider-Man. Okay, let's just talk about Spider-Man: No Way Home. I say over $1 billion, easy, regardless of pandemic stuff.
It's gonna. If it doesn't get there, it'll come close. Yeah, definitely.
$1 billion, easy. Will it beat Sam Raimi's? I don't know.
I don't see that.
Current. I don't even know if we could say pandemic, but we can't say the actual word, right?
Without the pandemic, it would have.
We were allowed to say on the podcast pandemic, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but we can't say the other. We
can't say the actual thing.
Okay, yeah, because we got flagged, right? Okay. All right, so I think regardless of pandemic, 100 billion easy. I'm sorry, I'm $1 billion easy to Spider-Man. Without question. That's not even counting when it goes on Disney Plus also, because that would be phenomenal too. Oh no, it's not going on Disney Plus, right?
No, it's only in theaters.
No, I'm saying after it's run. It's not.
It'll be on there eventually, but like I
no, but it's Sony technically. Will that be on there?
No, I don't think so. Now that you say that, no.
There's some weird shit going on with these streaming services now.
Yeah, just look at Netflix and.
Well, I have a question. It's off topic, kind of. I have a question. We know that HBO Max, right? Like, is that going to be done? Because no. That's
No.
no way near. They
They're
decided to
gonna.
scrap.
I heard they're gonna rebrand it. It's not gonna be called HBO Max potentially next year, but as far as
It's
anything goes, no way.
right. WB.
They've got a
fucking
billion
streaming service.
You think Marvel has a lot of shows coming out? Wait till the fucking DC shows start coming out next.
Listen,
year. It's gonna
Doom
be like
Patrol.
one
they're gonna
every
do what? Season 4 and shit.
Yeah,
like,
I just
they're
watched the
fucking
last episode the other
Titan
day.
season 5. I mean, I don't know. They're fucking on board with those shows.
They've
Now,
got like 7
Are the
Batman
CW shows going there?
Probably.
So they're gonna go off CW.
I would imagine at some point.
Yeah. And then now Star Trek Discoveries, they're not. It's gonna
Only
just be-
internationally. Only internationally.
Oh.
Yeah.
They
'Cause that's
screwed
what-
over the international fans. Right?
Yeah, because that's what they're pissed off. That's what a lot of people are pissed off about. They're even there's comments being made that they're blaming the cast, and the cast have nothing to do with that.
I'm
So,
still not a fan of Discovery anyway, though. But I
it
want to
was
see.
good.
I
saw
want
the
to see
first
Picard.
episode.
I
It
mean,
was decent.
you hooked me with Picard with Q, and I that's it. That's all you had to do, and I'm gonna be on board, 100%. But anyway, all right, back to the MCU. So Phase 4, we're in.
We're in a bumpy phase 4.
We're in a bumpy. Okay, what's the threat of Phase 4? Kang, right, or not?
No. So here's what
It's just development, right?
They've gone away from the one major villain thing, and apparently
Oh.
there's going to be a few major
no.
villains now.
Oh fuck.
Here's the thing.
That's not
and
gonna
this
work.
is something we all have to keep on. I wanted to say this before when we were talking about the Doctor Strange stuff. We don't know what they're changing in these reshoots. We have no idea. We'll probably learn more about that as it goes on. Maybe when after the movie comes out, we may never find out. Whatever.
They're probably gonna make Wanda possessed by Sue McGarrett, and it's not gonna be her fault.
This is the thing. Wanda is not a developed enough character to be the main threat for a phase. So here's the thing.
After
Whether it's
WandaVision, you don't think?
No. Whether it's
I
Doctor Strange or Kang, somebody.
But I don't think she should. I know they should do the breakdown, like the nervous breakdown, really. But I thought they did that. I thought they did that already in WandaVision, kind of.
Yeah.
But not
Well,
really, I guess.
They're going to take it to the nth level in this because A, she's reading the Darkhold. That's fucking up with her mind. B, she's susceptible to manipulation, just as a person.
But they need to end it where she's back to. They can't have it where she's fucked up or she's a zombie or she's whatever.
This is the thing, though, right? There's an element that we didn't talk about that's definitely not being taken out of Doctor Strange, and that is America Chavez.
Oh, please.
And we know from the leaks and things like that, whether this stays the same or not, we don't know. But we know that character is staying in it no matter what. She has the powers that Wanda doesn't have.
She could. Okay, she could
to
go from
dimension.
universe to universe. That's all she could do.
Right.
I mean,
So-
she has some strength and shit, but she's not. She's not supposed to be like fucking spell casting and shit.
She's not going
She's
to
just
cast
like
spells. No,
She's just like a fucking. She's like a fucking multiverse ferry boat.
Basically, yeah. That's why Wanda's after
I
her,
mean,
so she can take those
Right.
powers.
So
and
she
then,
could.
right.
You like the old school. The fucking guy with the river sticks and the fucking you go on my boat and I'll take you to hell or I'll take you with.
Yeah.
Like she's just a fucking like a ship to take them wherever they're gonna go.
So there's gonna be basically what I'm trying to do is Wanda is gonna have to get her comeuppance in this movie.
But she can't. Here's the thing: if the rumor is true that she battles a Wanda that's the greatest hero with the children, they're gonna reshoot that. If, like you said, that she kills that Wanda and the kids hate her.
She doesn't kill that Wanda. No. She possesses that Wanda. She doesn't
But
kill her.
they're not gonna. I'm telling you right now, it's not gonna end where Wanda's back to normal. It's not gonna be where she's gonna be recovering or something. But
It's possible that they do that, yes. But to get to that point, she has to lose. She has
to get knocked on her ass because she
has
fucked
to
up
be
going after the
defeated,
kids.
Yes.
Right. She'll
So
be defeated
they're
by
not-
Doctor Strange.
They have to have Strange and anybody else who's there, kind of like show her the way. And I think that's what the point is, because remember, they said that a lot of this movie is Doctor Strange going back and forth. Do I get rid of her? Do I find a way to help her? I'm a doctor. I need to find a way to help her. I don't kill people.
But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm pretty sure how it's going to end, with the exception of an after credit scene, right? At the end of that movie, I'm predicting that when his guard is down, Doctor Strange, Baron Mordo is going to take away his powers.
Oh, yeah, I could see something like that.
And he's no longer Sorcerer Supreme. And he's no longer... He can't use magic, period.
I think it's either going to end with something like that, or they're going to do something with Doctor Strange Supreme, because they left the door open to that character.
I don't think they're going to do that. Honestly,
there's
I'm going to tell you why I don't think... Yeah.
There's rumors right now that part of the reshoots are to bring him into the movie.
Are they really?
Yes.
Wow. That's interesting.
There was one leak that said the movie opens up with him killing a variant of Doctor Strange.
Strange Supreme.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, I don't know how true that is, but, I mean, if you watch What If, you'll see what I mean. I
gotta watch. I gotta watch.
That was good.
I didn't see it, but all right. So, I mean, the thing is, I feel it's going to end with him out of the picture, and then the third movie of Doctor Strange would be the Ancient One again. Him, I guess, trying to reclaim everything, or trying somehow with that spell to get everything back, but dealing with the fallout of the MCU getting fucked up and needing Doctor Strange. Sort of what they're doing in the comics, but kind of different. I think that's what's going to happen.
Well, one thing I was going to say before, too, because the rumored ending, which I think I agree with you, I think they're going to change this, but I don't know for sure. But the rumored ending for Multiverse of Madness is either that she gets cast into the multiverse or she leaves herself. If they stick with that, either way, I think what's going to happen is that at some point Kang is going to come into contact with her, and we know that Kang has technology that nullifies magic. So maybe he uses her for something else. Maybe he uses her to power his technology or something. I don't know. Maybe they do something with.
But here's the thing: they're gonna get the Vision together with her.
Absolutely.
Now let me ask you a question: are they gonna do something stupid where Doctor Strange is gonna go to Vision? He's like, "Look, I don't have time for you to find out who you are. He casts a spell on Vision, and Vision's restored."
I don't see him doing that.
I hope not.
I don't see him doing that.
Like, I really don't have time for this. I need you to help me.
No,
You're restored.
don't see them doing that because I think they also know that would be a stupid plan.
I mean, look, it's going to be a thing where he has to, at some point in time, he's going to be restored, but he have to go through the psychology and everything. But is it going to be a thing where Doctor Strange needs him to defeat Wanda and he doesn't have time for that shit?
I think that could be the catalyst that turns the tide for them. Like, she's killing everybody, and then
he brings the Vision in. Because that's the only thing that can fucking knock her ass out.
Okay, how about this? That, or he casts a spell to where she sees Vision.
No.
And
I'm telling you right now, Doctor Strange, here's what I'm predicting. Doctor Strange is going to fucking just do something to make Vision be complete, where he's the Vision from the Marvel movies, he's the Vision from WandaVision combined. That's the husband, and then he's the only one that could fucking defeat her. Like, and stop her, and she's going to come around.
I think it's going to. You know what I think? I mean, I hate to make this comparison, I really do. But you know what it's going to probably be like? It's going to be like that scene in Justice League when Batman brings Lois Lane to pound Superman down.
Yes, bringing the secret weapon.
Right.
Bring it, right. That's exactly what it's going to be.
Strange. She's going to be like, "You're not going to stop me from saving my kids."
She
Strange.
sees Vision. It's
over.
have to. It's over.
Like,
it's over instantly.
Here's your husband.
Like, I'm not going to. I got my husband back. Like. If I get my husband back, then I'll find a way to get my kids back, but doing it the right way.
And he's going to say something to her that's going to resonate with her, and immediately she's going to be like, what the fuck am I doing? Like,
look, we could do this together. We could find a way to save our kids. You don't have to kill anybody. You have to. These are not your kids from this universe. These are not. Come with me, Wanda. And then that's going to be the end of it. They go together in the multiverse somewhere or something, and that's it.
And then Sword finds the factory reset button in their base, and they factory reset them, and everything goes haywire.
Well, it could be, though. It could be they go into the multiverse and then Kang goes after.
That could be. Yeah, that could be. They could do that.
And Kang knows that Vision's in the way. He can't do shit, probably, with her.
Yeah,
like
it could be.
Listen, when the Vision's by her side, she's fucking unstoppable. Honestly,
she's normal.
Like,
she's normal though.
She's normal, but she's normal. But okay, here I'm gonna just put it to you this way: with the power of love, there, right? When Thanos killed the Vision,
right?
She fucked up Thanos. Okay,
Right.
He was fucking almost crying for help. Shoot on the people. Shoot at. He could not do shit against her, and it's all because of the Vision. All because he killed the Vision. He fucked up, right? If Vision's by her side, like I said, she's fucking unstoppable. Like she, you like that love is so fucking powerful. She'll do anything. Okay, just with her kids, everything. She's unstoppable. So that's the way you defeat her, but you don't really defeat her. You win because you snap her out of it.
That's what I was gonna say. I think that maybe
that's your reshoots right there.
Yeah, I think what they're gonna
if you
change
want
in the ending.
Patrick Stewart and get involved with Wolverine and fucking Vision, that's your fucking shit right there.
I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna bring Vision in, and then at the end, instead of her being cast in there or run away, Strange is gonna be like, listen, go wherever you gotta go, the two of you. Let me clean this up. And
but you're also going to throw Quicksilver in there because she's going to get confused because in that universe, he's Quicksilver. And she's going to be like, oh, Agatha got free and she's going to go fucking crazy, like whatever. How dare you pose as my brother? No, I am your I am in this universe. This is me, but I'm older than you. Like she's the Scarlet Witch is a young kid. They're not the same age in that universe. So like,
however they do that. Basically, what I'm saying is that her and Vision take off at the end, and then Strange.
Right, that's what's going to happen. I predict that's what's going to happen.
I would imagine that's probably.
He's gonna. Doctor Strange is going to be all right. Thank God I did it, and then Baron Mordo's going to come behind him, and boom.
Yeah.
Oh. And then you're going to have a thing where Baron Mordo will probably try to take the title of Sorcerer Supreme, and then you're going to have some type of Illuminati or some shit that's going to try to form to stop it, or something, or
hypothetically,
some type of group or something's going to happen that you're going to see people show up, be like, oh shit, and then at the end of Doctor Strange, like that's probably going to be the two after credits things. Like you're probably going to have a thing with Kang in there too.
The other possibility here is that these 6 weeks of reshoots do something totally crazy that none of us are thinking of.
They're not going to fuck up Wanda. I'm telling you right now. That's Wanda
that's not what I'm saying.
No, but Wanda is their moneymaker. Okay, let me tell you something. Wanda made them, during a pandemic, tons of fucking money. They're not going to shit on that. They didn't expect. They did not. Let me tell you something. They did not expect to make that type of money with her, and they did.
But even after WandaVision, though, they made it very clear that she's not going to be like a mainline character.
But they're still gonna do. Maybe they'll make another series with her on Disney Plus, or maybe not. Maybe the next series. Vision.
The show got very mixed reactions from people. So.
But it doesn't matter because overall, the overall consensus. No, but overall consensus. Listen, it brought people out to buy the product. Loki. Right. Let me tell you something. Okay, I like Loki, right? But you don't see people running to buy the Loki products.
Yeah, but that's not what the numbers say, though.
But the numbers are strong for Disney Plus. But it's you got to look at the different. I don't want to use the word variance. You got to look at the different factors connected to the show. You got to look at like how it's made the money for Disney Plus.
Right.
The merchandise.
That's what I'm saying.
The
if
appeal.
You look at the numbers, if you look at the numbers for Loki, it was the demand show even above WandaVision.
But that's to be expected because anything that comes after WandaVision, Wanda was the first show.
Well, no,
there's nothing to compare it to.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier didn't do what WandaVision did, though.
I know that, but it's to be expected that at some point in time, WandaVision is going to be beaten sales-wise.
But yeah, because Loki, like subjectively speaking, here Loki was a better show.
Well,
it kept people more engaged.
I don't agree with that, but we agree to disagree. But still,
look at the reactions, though. Like Loki had strong reactions throughout the whole thing. WandaVision got to the end, and people were like, "What the fuck is this?"
But Loki is a variant of Loki.
Yeah,
he's not Loki. Like it's not our Loki.
Loki, though.
It's not our Loki. It's a
What do you mean by
variant.
our
of
Loki though? Like it is
the
our
Loki that
It's
died
a
at the hands of
different
Thanos is Loki. He's
And
a variant.
So is this Loki? It's
Well, he was
basically the same
a
character.
timeline was created because of a screw up with the time heist of the Infinity Stones, but
Yeah.
he's not. It's not our Loki.
But nobody, but like, if you ask anybody who watches Loki, they'll be like, "What's your point?"
Well, I mean, but it's just a thing where he can't. Okay, how would he fit? Bring him into Thor,
Easily.
but he's gonna know that's not.
There's apparently gonna be 9 variants of Thor in Love and Thunder.
Really?
Yeah, one of them might be Storm.
Oh.
Yeah, there's
I didn't
Beta
know
Ray
that.
Bill.
I don't really know what's going on with
Jane Foster. That's another thing that had to go through heavy reshoots.
Yeah, I know. But I didn't really know that they were gonna have. I know I heard Better Ray Bill, but I didn't know they were gonna do like multiverse.
Oh yeah, there's
Thors.
apparently like a million Thor, like the Thor.
Well,
Thor,
the character that's the god is killing Thors throughout the multiverse, right? Isn't that the whole?
Yeah, Gore the God Butcher. Yeah.
He's Okay, so he's like American Chavez, but he's traveling through the multiverse, killing Thors.
Something like gods in general. Yeah.
And if he comes across Jane Foster, that changes.
Well, I mean, I would imagine it's
because she's in the comics. No, I mean in the comics she was nice to him, and it was. I think wasn't that was I don't know. It's not the comics.
They may do that. I mean, who knows?
I don't know. We'll see. But as long as they don't make it that she's the greatest fucking Thor there is,
yeah.
They try to pull that shit. Whatever.
I don't think they're gonna do that. I hope they don't do that.
Okay, so Doctor Strange is your favorite character, but you feel that you're worried about Doctor Strange too.
I'm concerned that they're gonna do something really crazy, and what that is, I don't know. Like, are they gonna be like, well, the universe explodes, and so?
I mean, do you feel that you're under the impression that they didn't fuck up anything with any movie, and that this would be the movie they fuck it up?
I think at some point you can go too far, and then
you think they're going to do that with Doctor Strange? You're going to fuck that up?
I think that's what they did already, and that's what they're trying to fix.
They did already with what?
I think that the test screenings that they had with Doctor Strange that didn't do well. I think it's because they put too much.
This could be the first movie they fuck up everything.
I think that's why they're doing so many reshoots to make sure that doesn't happen.
That's fair. All right, I just hope for our sake.
I think.
Let's hope for our sake that they fix the shit, because even Benedict Cumberbatch, I was worried.
No, right? He said everything was okay. He was like, "No, I know what the reshoots are, and it's going to be all right."
Oh, okay. Oh, so he's under the impression. Okay.
Yeah. He said that everybody on set knows what the reshoots are for, and they understand why they're doing them, and everybody's in good spirits. It's normal for movies to have reshoots. Like, this movie was going to have reshoots no matter what. It's just this many is kind of interesting to me.
Yeah. All right. There's a lot to talk about, I know, besides the MCU, but we're going to have to do it at another time.
Cowboy Bebop tomorrow. We've got Ghostbusters tomorrow, which I'm both going to be watching.
Billy said he loved Ghostbusters. I really want to see Ghostbusters.
Me too.
So we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to now. Tomorrow I work. Tomorrow night overnight, so podcasts are out. But Saturday, if we could try to do it. If not, we'll try to do it next week. I do want to talk about other things like Star Wars and Transformers and everything else. But I'm starting to get tired. So we're gonna end the podcast now. But thank you, Chris.
Thank
you, Scott. Thank you guys, and I'm going to try to do this soon, okay? So we're going to try to do another Everything Show, because it's been like 2 months since we did an Everything Show, way too long. So thank you guys. Take care. Bye for now.